It's been a while I've come this evening. I just feel I should also sit together with us this evening and share some things with us and also get to hear from us how we are doing. I believe we are doing fine. I believe our day went well. If you are living in Nigeria, I believe here is already after 7 to 8 p.m. And if you are living in other countries, depending on your local time. Okay, so sometimes activities of other works, activities from my other jobs gets me so busy. So I may not be dropping the content every day, but we make sure that in a week we drop content two or thrice. Sometimes I drop shorts. So sometimes I drop short videos that are just 1 minute so that you can just quickly watch and also draw something out of it. So it has been an interesting time dropping stories here, and I believe you have been also been getting something out of the stories that we've been dropping. So if you're just joining us, indicate in the comment section. Let us know where you're watching us from. Let us know the country you are watching us from, and let us also know how you feel about our African folk tales stories. It will help us readjust. It will help us improve. It will help us give you content in a more better way. It will make us give you content in a more better way. These stories are sweet stories. Yes, they are very, very sweet. They are very, I've always said it, they are very, very sweet because it always remember you those days when you were or when you were small, and then they will sit you down and tell you stories. So when you come on this channel and watch our stories, you always remember those days. Always remember those days. There are some people that I learned that there are some people that are already making content ab- about the time they were small, making content, children content, as in children play, all those kind of play, and it's always fun. So African folktales are such stories that they will make you connect back to those days that you're still a child, you see a baby, and they sit you down to tell you stories, sweet stories during the moonlight, and then it's always refreshing. So that is what we've been dropping. That this Mama Iyabo is such an amazing story that will leave you thinking, leave you with must leave you with something, leave you thinking about is this how terrible people are? So it's not every food that we eat outside that is done without some things being done behind the scene. Like I said, anywhere you see unusual queue, people queuing up to go and patronize something, and it's not as if it's only that. It's not as if that thing is scarce. You can turn by your right and you see that same thing. Turn to your left and you see that same thing, but they are insisting. Somebody is insisting that is that particular thing, that particular shop, that particular place they must patronize. Just know that there's something unusual, and that was what happened around Mama Iyabo. People were queuing up. Some people were even fighting in that story. People were even fighting for food that they can get anywhere else. They were fighting that there's a particular place inside that story that somebody said, if I don't eat this food, I go die. What is really what is really behind you saying if you don't eat this food, you will die? It's because there's something compelling you. There's a force that is compelling you that you must eat this food. And that is what Mama Iyabo did. She went and got a spiritual hand that looks like spoon, and she will use it to stir the food or to turn the food and then serve it to people. And then there's another particular aspect of it that she used to do. She cooks her food with water that she used to get it from the mortuary. That is dead people. The water that we use to bet dead people. She'll go and get it and come and use it to cook. And then she will stir it or turn it with that spiritual hand and then serve it to people. But people don't know because you will not see it with your physical eyes and the food will look normal. So you'll be eating it and then you will not know. And then there are a lot of stories like that. I remember sometimes ago, 2010, where a reverend father turned one woman that used to say that one happened in my face, kuru kuru. Yeah, a woman was selling banana, and this banana was not the real banana. Until one day, one reverend father that was highly spiritual encountered the woman, and then she saw it from the spirit realm, from the spiritual eyes. She saw it with his spiritual eyes that this banana is not normal banana. And then she encountered the woman. She prayed. Um, she encountered the woman, and after praying, the banana turned into human physics, what we call here sheet. That was what the banana turned into. Just because you want to make sense and you are feeding people with human feces. And physically, people will be seeing it as banana, but it's not the real banana she was selling. She was selling that thing was human feces. So this is what happened with, with Mama Yabo. She was using the water that they used to bathe dead men to cook her food. And she was using human hand to a spoon to turn her food. And people were queuing up to it on daily basis. And she was making sales until one day something that happened. Small house help or small help that she brought was the one that exposed her. Little girl was the one that exposed her, and everything busted, and she was arrested, and that was the end of her business. So, guys, this channel, if you stick around this channel, you will learn a lot of things. There are so many things there are so many stories we used to bring on this channel that will make you that will leave you thinking, that will motivate you, that will leave you with lessons. Is it about that animal story that a small animal? So, sometimes in the society we neglect the smallness of people. That we see that people are small, so we feel that they don't have what it takes to deliver a people or to give proper solution to things. But that story, if you go to my channel now, you see that story of a tiny animal. There was a famine in the land, and all the animals were stranded. They did not know where to go. From lion to antelope, everybody was stranded. They did not know where to get food, and there was no water. Everywhere their streams were dry, their rivers were dried, and then they were stranded. At a point, they almost lose hope. Then one day, this tiny animal was the one that brought solution. Tiny animal. So if you go and watch that story, you understand what I'm saying. That animal traveled far into the forest and discovered a secret. And when he brought it, everything started working well. Everything started working well. And that was how then came back to the animal kingdom. Food was in abundance. Everybody started eating well. Everything was blossoming because somebody found the solution. And this animal was very tiny, such that if this animal had gone to tell the elephant that I have a solution, the elephant would just kick it out. That what do you have? Tiny as you are, what can you do? We the giants are here. The lion will even tear it apart. But the animal just went on his own and then went and sought or seek for solution. And when he came back, he brought a solution to the land, and everybody started living well. So there are lessons to learn from these things. When you bring it to the human to us humans, you discover that sometimes the solution lies in the tiniest of things. In people that we neglect, there are this kind of people around us, but we feel that we are the oga, we are bigger than them, so they cannot provide solution to things that will help us. Then we look down on them, but you don't know that God will put a solution to your problem inside these tiny people. And that was what happened in that story. That the little animal, nobody knew that this little animal will bring solution to their problem, that will bring solution that will end the famine in the land. So that is how human beings too behave. We look at people, we look down on their potentials because they are small. We look down on things they can do because they don't look like it. And then at the end of the day, we discover that these same people we are neglecting are the same people that have solution to our problems. So we create these stories for you to know that things like this can happen. Is it the story that I dropped yesterday about the slave queen, Jessica, the slave queen, that took over the property of an elderly man in Lagos? Jessica, the slave queen, she came to rent an apartment. If you go and watch that story, you understand. She came to the compound, and this one is a slave queen, and she knew her way. And then she found her way into the heart of the landlord. And then before you know, she took over. She manipulated the landlord with love, not really charm, but she manipulated the man with her. She made gimmicks and all of that. And before you know, lured the man ended up marrying her, and then manipulated the man again to changing documents into part of the documents of his property into her name because the children lives abroad. And then before you know, when the man passed on, Jessica took over the properties. And when you watch this story or you listen to this story, you relate it with normal human existence. And this is what people are doing. So you need to be watchful. Not somebody smiling with you like the old man did not know that Jessica, the way Jessica was, the slave queen was relating with him. He did not know that this lady is up to something, and then lured him into that. And then he ended up willing so many of his things into her name. So things happen like that within our environment. That's why when you relate with people, when some people are smiling with you, especially when you know that you have something higher than when they are relating, just know that there's something they are looking for. It's not every smile that looks genuine. There's something they are looking for. Jennifer knew that she's a slave queen. This is Lagos. She needs to shine her eyes. She will not use only this. If you watch the story, you see that there's a particular place she said only beauty cannot feed her. Only this slaying cannot feed her. She cannot make it in Lagos only by slaying. So she needs to double her hustle. She needs to find her way and enter this man. And then that was what she did. And she ended up with becoming a landlady in Lagos. And then when the children came for the funeral, they discovered that half or more than half of the properties has already been weed or has already been taken over by Jessica, the slave queen. But the man was no longer alive to defend or talk anything. The documents were there, they took her to court and she defended her case. And then the court ruled in her favor. And then she became landlady just by playing gimmicks or playing, just finding a way to do all these things. So when we watch these stories, when we listen to these stories, they help us to reconnect or to just think about life and then understand how to relate with human beings and then understand what is happening. There are different stories and different with different backgrounds. Like that story of animals, I use animals to tell the story, but then you can also relate it with humans. Like I said, sometimes the solution of the problem lies in the little people that we neglect in the society. It can be a beggar, it can be a madman, it can be anybody, it can even be sometimes it can even be in your that solution can lie within your pet in the house or your housemaid. So when we neglect all these things, in the end, it comes back on us. It comes back on us. So these stories are there on my channel. Go and watch them and then connect back. Just sit and just think about life and then connect. Sometimes there are stories that I'll make, or there are stories that are there that when you watch it, you quickly remember a scenario, or you quickly remember something that happened before. You say, oh, this same thing happened in my area, this same thing happened so time, one time like that, this so thing happened. So you just quickly connect back and you'll be entertained. So in case, please in the comment section indicate, let us know where you are watching us from. Let us know how you feel about our stories. Let us just know where you are watching us from US, from Nigeria, from Ghana, from South Africa, from India, from Philippines. If you're watching us from there, please indicate in the comment section. And if there's, I always say that if there's a story you want me to make video on, you can also type it in the comment section so that I will make a video about that one too. So this channel is a channel you don't need to just watch and go. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that anytime I post, you will know. The stories are not always long, highest 8 minutes, and then you are entertained and you get your lesson and you just move on. And then that is the essence. And you also know that you're supporting us. You also know that you like what we are doing, and all of that. And then we'll keep moving. So I'll be doing a lot of stories I'll be doing from different life aspect of life, from urban to village to rural areas. I'll be making stories. Like I said, sometimes I use animals, but not as if it's about animals. Sometimes I use human situations and present it using animals so that we connect. And sometimes because they are folk tales, we use so that it will be fun, it will be you will like it and it will be interesting. That is why I use all of that. So thank you so much, Amaka Messi. Thank you so much for indicating in the comment section. Thank you. Where are you watching us from? Amaka Messi, where are you watching us from? Please kindly indicate it in the comment section. And also, please help me share the live so that others can also see. Because this is stories. I know that a lot of people like stories. Plenty of people like listening to stories. Stories that will inspire them. Stories that will leave them with moral lessons. So you can share this video with a friend. Share this video with a loved one. Let them also know that we drop stories like this on our channel. African folktales stories are so nice, they are so lovely. I don't know, but I have more views from US. So they like watching these stories for them to understand what is happening, understand the story of Africa. And when they are watching it, they like it. And I know that Nigerians too like it. Yes, they like it. So you watch it and be entertained and be educated, get some moral lessons out of it, and that is the essence of everything. So I believe you enjoy this life. Okay. Please indicate in the comment section. Let me know who is watching. I've been trying to see if I can add somebody on the live, but um, I've not been able to do that. No, 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 no. I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need this, please. I don't need this, please. I don't need green background, please. Are you giving me green background now? Sorry, I went and pressed something that is giving me green background. I don't need green background, please. Okay, thank you. Sorry. So, I was saying that if you want me to create a story, about your area, about your community, about your tribe, about your culture, because these stories also cut across cultures. Sometimes I do stories from the Igbo kingdom. Sometimes I do stories from Yoruba kingdom, Yoruba language, or Yoruba culture. Sometimes I do stories from Benin, from the south. Sometimes I do stories from the southeast, sometimes southwest. Sometimes I've not gone to the north, but very soon I'll go to the north as well. So please let us know the kind of stories that you want me to create. If you want me to create a story from your kingdom, why not? I'll do that. I'll do that. So please give me some likes. Also share my life. Also comment in the comment section. Let me know where you are watching us from. And if you're just joining, this is the channel. Our channel name is Black Sage TV. Black Sage TV. We talk stories here, African folk tales, stories that about Africa, our African way of life. If you remember when you were small, some of you that grew in the village, during the moonlight, our elders would sit us down to tell stories. Very interesting stories, very highly interesting stories. They will tell us these stories and then we play and then we just go to bed. these are the kind of stories we share here. These are the kind of stories we share here. So I know that it's something that you would love to be part of. I know that it's something that will also make you remember your childhood days. So this is a channel to be. Please don't go without subscribing, because that is what will make us know that you are supporting us. So these are the type of content we are going to be dropping here. These are the type of content we are going to be dropping here. I have other channels too, but this one particularly is for African folk tales. And I don't use my face, I use AI to generate or produce all my stories. It's only live that I use my face, so that you know that it's not robots that is doing these things, a human being. Because we are living in a dispensation where AI is easing a lot of work for us. It's making everything easy and more efficient. So using AI to produce these stories looks so nice. And the voiceover used to be very sweet. So if you watch the stories, the voiceover is even sweeter than my voice. So it makes you like the video more. So sometimes I like to do this live so that you know that there's somebody behind the channel. There's somebody behind these stories. There's somebody that is creating these stories. It's not robots. It's not AI doing it by itself. It's human being that is doing it. So, and also relate with us and understand how you feel about the stories we are making. And then if there's a room for us to adjust, or if there's something you want us to do, and that is just the essence of the life I always do. So if you come on our live, please don't just watch and go. Please drop a comment. Let us know if you like what we are doing, and then let us also know where you are watching us from. Let us also know the kind of story you want us to be making. Yes, it will help us also organize ourselves more. So just go back, watch those stories that I just highlighted and I just reviewed. Watch them and you understand what I'm saying better. There are other couple of stories there that I did in time past, that I did 1 month ago, 3 weeks ago. The channel is not quite long. I was doing other things on the channel before I swapped into this particular niche. So we started more than a month ago, and it has been amazing. It has been amazing. So thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for watching our stories. Thank you so much for liking. For those that are returning subscribers, thank you so much for your support. For those that are just watching for the first time, please kindly just like and then share our stories or our videos with somebody, so that they will also be part of this uh, amazing channel and amazing stories that we are making. Amaka Messi. Amaka Messi, where are you watching us from? Where are you watching us from? If you can say it in the comment section, I will appreciate it. Where are you watching us from? Amaka Messi, this one, I know that you are from Southeast. So I don't know whether you are in Nigeria or you are based outside or you are in Nigeria. You can let us know in the comment section, so that we'll know where our audience are coming from, so that we'll know where our viewers are coming from. So you can do that in the comment section. Thank you so much. The next story I'll be making a full traditional story. I will not be urban, because the last one I did about Mama Iyabo is in Lagos. I did about um, Jessica the Slave Queen is also in Lagos. So all of them are urban stories. So I'll be making a pure traditional story. That one will be coming up. I'll be dropping it on Sunday. So I'm already preparing, working on it. So on Sunday, I'll be dropping the story. I tell you the truth, it's going to be an interesting story that you will like. So I'll be ending the live here. Thank you so much for staying with us till the end. Until I come your way again on another live, please don't stop watching our videos. Don't stop recommending it, sharing with people. It will do us more good. Thank you so much. And at this point, I want to tell us good night. Have a lovely day. Bye.